Kristoff is an interesting guy because he was raised by trolls and lives in the wilderness, and so he doesn't have a lot of social graces, and he's not great with people, and he's sort of charming, but he doesn't realize that he's charming because he spent so much of his time alone. And so watching him sort of come back into society and interact with the people and interact with Anna specifically, I think is really fun because it's kind of a new experience for him. Kristoff has this pet reindeer, Sven, and Sven doesn't talk. It's not that thing. He's not an animal that talks. Kristoff talks for Sven. So it's slightly psychotic and hopefully humorous that Kristoff, and you see Kristoff voicing the inner thoughts of his reindeer, which sometimes they are, we think, the actual inner thoughts of what the reindeer is thinking. And other times, at the end of the movie, Sven is trying to communicate with Kristoff, and obviously he can't speak. And Kristoff won't speak his thoughts because Kristoff doesn't want to deal with what Sven is trying to say to him. Kristen Bell, who I've also, like Veronica Mars, huge fan of that show and huge fan of her. And the great thing about her too is she's so funny. Also in the way that in the way that Josh Gad is funny, Kristen, I think, can think of really hilarious things on the spot, and I can tell by what I've heard in the movie that she's brought a lot of herself to the role and a lot of her ideas to the role. And I think that she's perfectly cast as this character of Anna because she's an ingenue, but she's an ingenue with an edge, and she's an ingenue that's also genuinely funny, like slapstick, like funny. A lot of funny faces, a lot of funny things that she says, and so she's like your Disney leading lady, but with a very quirky side to her. And I think that that's a lot due to Kristen Bell as, you know, who she is as an actress and who she is as a comedian. It's funny, it's romantic, it's high adventure, it's top talent voicing it. And then it's a story truly, I think, that hasn't been told yet about two sisters. And I think they also in this movie redefine what true love is in a way that has been defined in a certain specific way for every other Disney movie that we've all seen before. And I think that in this movie, it's expressed, true love is expressed in a really exciting and surprising new way.